What if these anime characters were Pokémon masters? Saitama would finally not be depressed anymore. He could finally do something that involves fighting and won't instantly win. Man would be yelling at his Hitmonchan because his dumb ass didn't learn the type of matchups and would be trying to make it fight a Gengar. Luckily, he would have King and Genos there to coach him on how to use them properly, and when all else fails, he would just intervene and beat the out of the Pokémon himself. Gon would view them as little weapons of mass destruction. But man, if you saw what he did when he thought Kite died, imagine what he would do if some mofos like Team Rocket fainted his level 2 Pichu. Man, he would Judge-a-Ken them in the chest. And don't get me started if he thinks fainting means death when that dude enters adult form because he believes his Lopunny is dead. Y'all better run. Yugi would be baffled, bewildered, bamboozled, and speculative when he sees monsters roaming without the use of cards. He would try to fight Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh style and get kicked in the chest by a Blaziken because he didn't have any Pokemon. Then he would get robbed of his money because he wasn't able to keep up with the times. Now, Big Escanor would be in the Elite Four for sure, and he would have the most bullshit teams on the planet. I'm talking about Machamp, Solgaleo, Entei, Incineroar, Ho-Oh, and Groudon. You might be wondering how he would acquire all these legendary Pokemon. Well, it's quite simple really, because he is Escanor. The man wouldn't even have them in Pokeballs, he would just find them and beat the out of them until they submitted to him. Because Escanor is literally him. Alucard would be a dark ghost user naturally. He would be the type to have a secret boss battle in some cave, just waiting to ambush someone with a team of level 100 Pokemon and run their pockets. On the bright side, if you win, he would give you a sweet prize. Hopefully, it's not turning you into a vampire and making you his slave, because he is also the type to do some like that. Sukuna would be like an ultra-sweaty Pokemon player. I'm talking about EV training and IVs. Breeding moves, breeding all that type of stuff. You saw how he was using Cleave, Dismantle, and Malevolent Shrine. That man could create the most cunning, competitive Pokemon team for no reason. He always tries to do too much. He's the type to run a Focus Sash on a level 1 Rattata. If you know, you know.